All right, guys, so up until this point, we've dealt completely with this page menu and adding things in this area. We're going to switch gears and we're going to go to blog posts. Okay, so on this particular site, there was no blog, so there is no blog posts per se. But again, just to refresh your memory, if we come over to this site, I can show you right here, this news in short. This is what a blog page generally looks like. Now, colors and styles and all that stuff varies from site to site, of course, but these are all different pages that pertain to the overall focus of the site that we are, that of your site instance for this instance. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and click Add Blog Post, and you're going to see things look a little bit different, but also very familiar to the page section. There's not a lot of difference between putting a blog post together and a page together. In fact, the primary difference is this category section here. Now, in this case, because we haven't created any categories yet, there's no category to choose from. But what this is if we come to this blog here, there may be a category for local interest, right? So Torch Lake Village. There may be another category for water protection or water information. And there could be another category for, finance or something like that, right? And those different categories are ways that you organize your blog post. So if we want to create a category, all we have to do is click this little plus button here, and we just want to make a title for the category. So in this case, we'll just call it miscellaneous, because again, I'm being general. And what you're going to see is that we now have this miscellaneous category as our chosen category. Okay, now if we completed this blog post and we came back and added another one, miscellaneous would show up here, and all we'd have to do is double click it or click this arrow over to get it into this area, right? So very simple to assign a category to a blog post. Same thing with as the rich text page as for that training, as far as your published or draft and your timeline for it. Also the same thing for creating the content and whatnot. Now this little button here, this is where you decide to allow comments or not allow comments. Sometimes, depending on the business, it makes sense to not allow comments because then, maybe it's something you don't want to manage, or maybe it's something that doesn't require a conversation, or it doesn't warrant people commenting about it. It's just information. And other times you may be trying to create some engagement, so you'd want to allow those comments and even encourage them. And that's just where you decide, and you decide whether you want to display the comment box or not display the comment box. Other posts. So this is going to be like related posts. Now, in this case, there's no other blog posts on this, but let's just for a second pretend that there were. You would have a list of other blog posts that could be related to this topic. So, let's say we had a category that was, finance, and we had a blog post about taxes for 2015. We had another blog post about setting our, the fiscal year budget for a nonprofit organization, right? Those two posts could be related together, so you could actually select them to be a related post to this one, and then you'd have the option to, show that information depending on the type of layout that we chose in the site design. It could actually show your related posts in the post that somebody's reading, so they may be able to. I don't think we have it on this one, but let me see. So we don't have it on this one. Basically, what you would have in this case is another little section of the page that would say other related posts that could be related to, say, Torch Lake in this case, or DEQ, any of that sort of stuff. And it could be a list of those posts, and somebody could go, oh, well, if I'm interested in this topic, I may also be interested in this other one, and it just creates more engagement with your blog. So that is what that particular box is for. And then metadata, again, exactly the same as what we talked about on the rich text page. video there. So that's kind of an overview of how you do a blog. The only major difference here is these categories and the related posts, and that should be real simple for you to navigate. And if it's pertinent to what you're doing, you will have received that training in person as well. So this will just kind of be a review for you. That being said, we'll move on to comments real quick, and we'll go.